Okay, Luis. Um, okay, again, nice to meet you. And are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, yes. Uh, there. I take is link.
Okay, you saw the link. Okay, good. All right. Okay, Luis, could you introduce yourself?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please. Could you tell us a little bit more about you?
What? I no listen. No, no, very good.
Okay, can you listen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, could you introduce yourself? Tell us
Yes.
about your name, your age, where are you from?
My my name is Luis. I'm from El Salvador, and I I am 31 years old, and I study up in academic for English in country El Salvador, and my hobbies are playing soccer, playing to trumpet, and listen to music.
Okay, great. Okay, that's very good. Okay, and what is your job? Your
Uh,
job or occupation? Occupation.
my occupation is guide tourism in tourism.
Oh, you're a tourist guide,
Yes, yes.
a tour guide. Okay, that's great. Give me one moment. I will close my window because my neighbors are a little noisy today.
Oh,
I live I live in a noisy neighborhood.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're a tour guide. Okay. It's very important for you to speak English, right? For your work.
Yes, yes. It's the reason because I studying English right now.
Yeah, that's good. I have
Uh,
yes.
uh, is the reason I know. Okay, sorry, and I had problem with my grammar. Always, I am confusion. Grammatic, grammar, my
Grammar.
grammar.
Okay. No problem. The idea is to keep practicing. Okay. That's the purpose of this call. We can practice our speaking. Okay. That's why I'm speaking as slow as I can so that everybody can understand. Okay. And that's the idea. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me, do you have a family? Are you married? Are you single? Do you have children?
Oh no, for the moment, I am no married and no girlfriend. I
Okay.
am I am alone. Alone. My mom.
Okay. Okay. You live with who?
What?
You live alone. You live.
Yes, I live alone.
Okay, okay. So for now, you're single, right?
Uh,
For now, you are single, right?
single. Let me see.
Okay. I like that picture. That picture that you have in your profile. Where is that?
Um, yes, I am a single.
Okay. I like that picture that you have on your profile. What is that place? The photo.
Is place a volcano.
A
Is
volcano. Yes.
a, is a, a place amazing of my country. Is volcano uh, Maravi. Um, Let me see.
Okay.
It is a wonderful the world. The world.
It's a wonder. Okay, good. Yeah, it's really nice to see that. Okay. What are the best touristic places in El Salvador?
And the volcano is one bed place. Then here there is a lot of place when beach and mountain and here there is a place. Uh, her name is El Pital, and the place connection with three different countries, and Guatemala, and Honduras, and El Salvador.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Okay. Okay, so the topic I proposed today to talk about was basically about how have you handled the the quarantine and all these pandemic issue. How have you handled with your studies and with your work? Uh, could you tell me the experience, your experience?
Oh, and my experience in that pandemic is is very good because I learning more things, and 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 when I am with more people, and how people right now is very onions with 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 this pandemic. with this pandemic.
Okay. Okay. So, have you been able to work during all this quarantine?
Can you repeat the question,
Okay.
please?
Uh, have you been able to work during all this pandemic, during all this quarantine?
Um, I don't understand the question.
Okay. Basically, what I want to know is, uh, could you work during all the quarantine? Could you do some of your work?
Well,
Could you, could you work as a tourist guide? So what did you do during this quarantine in your work?
oh, I think I am doing for the work several things. For example, I am I am conscientized conscientized. Let me see. I know pronunciation is is is
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Take your time. I'm going to plug in my laptop here. Okay.
I could do more awareness in whole world. mm, Um, for example, the people, the people, they show more more conscious, and for situation that life right now and whole work.
Okay. So you have been working on like making people conscious about the situation. Yes.
Uh, um, right now, I am staying in my home.
Okay.
I don't possibility help more people because I don't belong because I belong nothing association associ- associ- association or group that help more people, but I like it help more people in this situation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's been a difficult situation for most people in the world, for many people in the world, and um, many people have lost their jobs. Many people have had have closed their businesses because all of this um, situation. But as you said, all we can do is to become more conscious. I agree. I agree with you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
We need,
yeah. I guess a lot of people lose your business, and and me I lose my business, but later I know I know come start new my business.
okay. And what business did you have?
Oh, my business is tour operator and um tourist guide in
Okay.
my country.
Okay. Yeah. Tourism was really, I think, is the industry that was uh, hardly affected uh, from all industries. Tourism, tourist agencies, tourist guides, travel agencies, all of those business are have been really affected with all this situation.
Yes, the pandemic came affect more whole business. The situation is more difficult.
Yes, that is right. That is right. So so you are you studying from home now?
Yes, I starting my in my home for the
Okay.
moment. For the moment, for the reason the pandemic here is we are quarantine now.
Okay. Yeah, most countries in the world are in quarantine. Quarantine. Um, okay. So, how do you think you will restart when everything finishes when all this quarantine and pandemic issues finish? How are you going to restart your business?
Oh, the Finnish quarantine. I think finish, but I start with four part. part one, part two, part three, and when I start my business, and let me see. It will be when part three, I think, for start my business.
Okay. And when will that happen?
Uh, my country happened quarantine last 3 days, but but open whole business. It will be for part, and part one, part two, part three, and my business I can open in part three.
On the phase 3.
The phase
Okay.
three. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the phase.
Here in my country, they call it phase 3. Yeah. So my question is,
Phase three.
when will that happen in your country? Will it be in August, September, October? When is it in your country?
I think September, open September, in September.
In September. Okay. That's what I've heard. I've heard here also that all traveling, national and international, will start in probably in September, October. We are not sure yet.
Oh, here open international, or you question me if open here travel international.
International traveling is open right now in your country.
I think open international travel in August. I think
In
no
August.
more seguro.
Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand that. Okay. Do you have any question about here? I am from Colombia. Do you have any question about Colombia?
And yes, I know. I can know when is Colombia.
When is Colombia opening?
Yes, yes.
Well, to be honest, they say on September. Well, they say on September people will be able um to travel. They say on September, but we don't know. We are not sure when this is gonna end.
Oh, I understand. And and when is Colombia and your Paris or your place tourism?
Okay. Okay. I will answer that question. Uh, I I want to say hi to Ruth.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, teacher. Excuse me, please, because I had other class English at the same time.
Ah, okay,
Yes, excuse me, teacher.
okay, no problem.
Okay.
Here we are with Luis. Luis Paredes. He is from El Salvador. We have been practicing. Uh, so, Luis, this is Marta Ruth. She is
Yes.
also from Colombia. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Marta.
Okay. Good. Okay. Luis was asking about touristic places in Colombia. Well, there are many beautiful places in Colombia to visit. I don't know much. I haven't done much traveling. But where I have been, there are many beautiful landscapes, places uh, that I cannot think of right now, but there are many beautiful places here in Colombia. The most famous places in Colombia are, for example, uh, Cartagena. That it's in the in the Atlantic coast. Uh, the Atlantic coast is very popular for visitors from different countries. Where I live near to the Pacific Ocean. I mean, not the Pacific coast, uh, which but is not very touristic. It's not very touristic, uh, but it's nice also to you can go and see the sea from where I live. It's like, let's say, 2 hours or something like that, 1 hour and a half away from the sea. Uh, but there are many other places, like also volcanoes, um, snow-capped mountains. Well, there are many beautiful places in this country. Okay, it will take a long time to travel and visit, a lot of time and money to go and visit all those beautiful countries. I mean, those beautiful places. Okay.
Okay, I understand. I understand. I, I am imagined our place, this place.
Yeah. Okay, Marta Ruth, we were talking about a few minutes ago. We were talking about uh, how have you handled um all these quarantine and pandemic situation issues for your work and your studies. How have you uh, handled all this situation?
The situation pandemic in this moment, teacher.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I live in Zipaquirá, and this is a big city, and we like this pandemic situation is very difficult because the people don't get out to work, and one person of the family have get out to obtain the food for the family. This is a difficult situation. Other difficult situation is the children. Is children. Our children, excuse me, please. Because the children is every day in the house and they are in place in the park. They aren't playing in the parks. They can't play in the park, and they don't can't get out of the house. All day, the children have are in the house. This is one big difficult. Other difficult is, for example, the banks, because the banks is closed in these moments. We have they give the money of the of the of the of the factors, and we don't can to do this exercise. This is other difficult in Zipaquirá. In my city, we don't know any persons with virus, but that's happen in this city. This is my situation in this moment. But today, the the people get out of their houses and where they were to the shopping
Yes.
today. Yes, teacher.
Yeah, like crazy.
Yes.
People went crazy today. Yeah.
Yes, are crazy today. Yes, it's exactly.
Yeah, the same happened here in the town I live. In the big cities, I saw videos on the internet. Many people, hey, like crazy, oh, shopping.
Yes, 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 yes,
It,
yes, reason, yes.
it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all to be in quarantine and then you go out like crazy uh,
Yes.
to go shopping. It just I don't.
I think, in my opinion, I think that this is very dangerous for all persons in general, because the virus is easy of take the humans.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a hard situation. We don't
Yes, it's
even
very hard situation.
we,
Yes,
we don't
very
even
difficult.
know when this is gonna end. We don't really know.
Mm. For example, the students in this year, they are in the schools, in the schools, in the school, excuse me, in the school. In this year, they haven't classes in the school, in Zipaquirá. In the next cities of Zipaquirá is very same, it's the same form.
Well, no classes for children in
No,
schools
no. All day, or excuse me, all year, in this year.
all this year, the rest of this year.
Oh, yes, and this year.
Well,
It's very,
that's
this is very difficult because the teachers have to give the classes online.
yes.
It's very difficult. It's very complicated for the persons, teachers, managers, students, partners, Fathers? No, excuse me, please.
Parents?
Parents, yes, parents. And not person. It's very difficult.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
When,
problem is in all worlds.
when do you think everything will uh, be normal again? When do you think?
Excuse me, teacher, what do you think that?
When do you think that everything will come back to normality?
I don't understand the last word.
Okay, okay. When do you think that everything will be normal again?
Mm,
So that children can go to the parks and the children can go to school normally.
no, I don't understand the last word. Excuse me, teacher, I don't understand the last word in this moment.
Okay, normally, I mean normally, uh,
Uh,
like children again in the ponds, playing in the parks, children going to
uh,
school. When
no, normally in this moment, never. In this moment, normally never. For example, in any school, in Zipaquirá, Cajicá, Tayo, Bogotá, in nothing place, in any place. Excuse me, please.
Okay, but when do you think this is gonna end? Maybe the next year, the January of the next year, February.
And in my opinion, I think that the normally is very difficult because day to day, every day, the virus is very big in all worlds, in all places, in all worlds. Okay, for me, it's very difficult the normality. For example, I think, in my opinion, I think that in this year, that not normally.
So, do you think that things will never be normal again?
It's very. Mm, for me, this pandemic is very long. For I think that the pandemic is during for me 6 months more. 6 months more.
Wow, that's a long
Within
time.
in this year. In this year,
So the rest of this year.
yes. For me, this year.
Hmm. Oh, that's a long time.
Yes, and it's very difficult for all persons of different places. For example, sailors, bakeries, secretaries, policemen, all persons. Is very difficult situation in this moment.
Okay. Um. Yeah. That's definitely. The world has changed completely.
Yes.
The world has changed. Uh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody is knocking the door, but I don't know who is.
Yes,
Um,
teacher.
yeah, so the world has changed. That's all I know. Uh, We have a lot of challenges. We all have many challenges. We have
Yes,
we have
yes,
to adapt.
yes.
We
In
have
the
to.
future, I think in the future, the challenges is very clear because this pandemic, we is for challenge the world in all topic in people, economy, um, all topics in the world.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yes. In
Uh,
my opinion, in my opinion,
the economy,
economy,
education,
education, economy,
traveling, everything will be is changed right now. So we have to adapt or die. We have to adapt or die, survive, right?
yes.
We have to adapt in order to survive. We have here, let me see, Luis Martin. Luis Martin.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, we have 5 minutes left for this session. I don't know if Luis can listen, Luis Martin can listen to this. Can you listen, Luis? Well, I don't know if he's listening. Luis Paredes.
What?
Okay, Luis, we were talking with Marta about different things changing. Okay, so what do you have something else to say about it? Do you have anything else to say? Luis?
What?
Um, we were talking about the world has changed. Do you have anything else to say about it?
Oh, yes.
How do you see the future coming?
Oh, future, I am saying more difficult because uh, we we are starting new whole things. For example, business and work or job or job.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's correct. Okay, guys, I appreciate you being today in this call. Thank you, Luis, and thank you, Marta.
Nice to meet you, teacher. I have a question.
Yes.
The topic of adjectives demonstratives is for today, yes or not?
No, that was something that I was working with some students from
Okay.
Sapiens. I just wanted to share that to the group. But today we basically was to talk about how have you handled the pandemic, and so that was basically today's topic.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thanks. Thanks. It's okay. And when is the next meeting, teacher?
Okay, the next meeting, well, I hope the next week, I think we can have another meeting. I don't know if Friday is a good day for most
At the same hall?
of the people. The same time, probably, yeah, it will be in the afternoon. So maybe I will ask in the group when it's a good time.
Mm,
Okay.
because I have other meeting of English, so it's very difficult.
So
And
it's better for you at 3.
yes, yes, at 3. It's
Okay.
very yes.
I will ask in the group what other times are better, and then I will let you know. I hope hopefully with enough time. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thanks.
Uh,
Thanks.
okay. Have a
Okay.
great afternoon, Luis and Marta. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
The same for.
We have Maine. I don't know if you want to say something. We have somebody called Mine. I don't know how to say the name, but
Okay, teacher.
the phone call is about to finish now.